Limberlost Place is a new 10-storey wood building in Toronto that is not even finished yet and is already breaking records. Yes, we're not exaggerating. This building has won over 24 awards for design and sustainability. And that too before anyone has stepped inside. What makes it so special? Well, it is the first net zero carbon emission institutional building of its kind in Ontario, which is designed with locally sourced black spruce timber. And we're not talking about small beams. This place has some of the largest mass timber columns in North America, reaching 3 stories high. But the real impressive thing is its design. The question here is, how do you even build something like this? Don't you need super strong engineered timber and airtight construction to make it work? Well, let's find out exactly how Toronto managed to build it. Before we timber into the groundbreaking details of Limberlost Place, make sure to branch out and subscribe to Design Zip for more innovative architecture from around the world. This new building is a great addition to Toronto's East Bayfront, where it stands proudly at George Brown College's waterfront campus. At 10 stories high, it is not just a simple building. It is made of exposed wood and designed to have net zero carbon emissions. Let that sink in for a second. A 10-storey wooden building in the heart of a city mostly dominated by concrete and glass towers. It is quite impressive, no doubt. The project started back in 2021, and it has been announced that there will be a planned soft opening in 2025. Once the construction is completed, this building will house students from architecture and technology programs, along with classrooms, labs, and even a daycare facility. But what makes it so remarkable is not just its purpose, it is the way it has been designed and built. If we talk about the external design of Limberlost Place, this building will span 225,000 square feet, accommodating nearly 3,400 users. But what really is impressive is its construction process and the work that went into making it net zero carbon emission. At the heart of Limberlost Place's construction is mass timber, specifically cross-laminated timber and glue-laminated beams. These materials were chosen for their beauty, yes, but mainly for their low environmental impact. The timber used in this building comes from sustainably managed forests in Quebec, specifically black spruce. Now, why did they choose black spruce? Well, because it is strong, renewable, and most importantly, local. This reduces transport emissions. There is a Quebec-based company specializing in engineered wood called Nordic Structures, who supplied the timber. They prefabricated the cross-laminated timber CLT panels and glue-lam beams in their factory, cutting each piece with laser precision. They had to ensure that every panel and beam fit perfectly, right down to the openings for pipes, wires, and ventilation. These prefabricated panels and glue-lam beams were then taken to the construction site. Prefabrication helped reduce waste. By assembling the timber components in a controlled environment, the team could optimize material use, which means they left minimal scraps behind. This approach saved time, reduced costs, and ensured the timber arrived on site ready to slot into place like a giant 3D puzzle. Now, let's have a look at its structure. At 10 stories, Limberlost Place is pushing the boundaries of what mass timber can achieve. The building features 3-story glue-lam columns, which are some of the largest in North America. These give it a strength that rivals steel. These massive columns support CLT floor slabs, which span over 9 meters without the need for beams. This beam-free design was not just for aesthetics. They wanted to build column-free classrooms and workspaces that can be easily adapted in the future. Now, if they need new classrooms, there won't be any problem. They can just add partition walls or remove them without affecting the building's integrity. Now, constructing a building like Limberlost Place one that combines innovative design, sustainability, and the use of mass timber, was no easy thing. There were many challenges on the way that slowed the overall process. One of the first major obstacles the team faced was the Ontario Building Code. When construction began, wooden structures were capped at 6 stories. This is a limitation that comes from concerns about fire safety and structural integrity. Now, Limberlost Place was aiming for 10 stories, so they had to challenge these norms. The architects, engineers, and developers worked closely with regulatory authorities, and they provided extensive data and modelling to prove the safety of their design. This included fire safety tests on the timber components and detailed structural simulations to show how the building could withstand loads and stresses. Their efforts didn't just get the green light for Limberlost Place, it led to a revision of the Ontario Building Code. Now it allows mass timber structures up to 12 stories. Another big problem that came from building with wood at this scale was moisture. Wood is highly susceptible to damage from water, and Toronto's unpredictable weather didn't make things any easier. The construction team had to work swiftly to enclose the structure. They used temporary coverings to shield the timber from rain and snow. They also developed a moisture mitigation plan that included regular inspections and monitoring to ensure the timber stayed dry. This proactive approach prevented swelling, warping, or weakening of the wood. All in all, it preserved its structural integrity throughout the construction process. And then, as we already know, every timber component of Limberlost Place was prefabricated off-site. While this method reduced waste and sped up assembly, it came with its own set of challenges. Each piece had to be cut with millimetre precision, as there was no room for on-site adjustments. Openings for plumbing, electrical systems, and ventilation ducts were pre-cut, and any mistake could lead to delays or costly replacements. This is why advanced 3D modelling software was used to plan every detail. This helped them make sure each component fit perfectly when it arrived on site. What truly sets Limberlost Place apart is its suite of sustainable features. These systems were not added as afterthoughts, they were integral to the building's design. They perfectly demonstrated how modern architecture can coexist with environmental responsibility. First of all, the building has east and west solar chimneys. These chimneys are 8 stories tall and serve as a key element of its natural ventilation system. Here's how they work. Warm air inside the building rises and exits through these chimneys, creating a pressure difference that pulls fresh air in through operable windows. This system keeps the air flowing without relying on mechanical ventilation, reducing energy consumption while maintaining a comfortable indoor environment. What's even more remarkable is how this system adjusts to external conditions. Sensors throughout the building monitor temperature and air quality. They automatically control the chimneys and windows to optimize ventilation. Another standout feature is the deep water cooling system, which uses Lake Ontario's natural temperature to cool down the inside of the building. Let's see how. Pipes extend deep into the lake, where the water is constantly cold. This water is pumped into the building, circulated through heat exchangers, and used to cool the indoor air. In summer, this system replaces energy-intensive air conditioning, significantly cutting down on electricity usage. It is a closed-loop system, meaning the water returns to the lake without contamination, making it an eco-friendly solution. These pipes are embedded in panels of the ceiling. In fact, they cover 40% of the ceilings. Installing this system was no easy task. It required precise coordination with other mechanical systems, and the team had to learn new techniques to ensure proper installation. Despite the steep learning curve, the result is a state-of-the-art system that is both effective and sustainable. Another impressive feature of the building's peaked roof is that it is outfitted with solar photovoltaic panels that generate approximately 24% of the building's energy needs. These panels are positioned to capture maximum sunlight throughout the day. This means they provide a renewable source of electricity that offsets greenhouse gas emissions. The energy generated from these panels powers everything from lighting to the building's mechanical systems. By integrating solar energy into its design, Limberlost Place not only reduces its reliance on the grid, but also sets an example of how renewable energy can be easily incorporated into urban architecture. Additionally, one of the building's less obvious but equally important features is its 40% window-to-wall ratio. This means 40% of the place is made up of windows, each placed 3 meters apart to maximize natural light while minimizing heat loss. The impressive thing is that these windows are equipped with daylight sensors, which adjust indoor lighting based on the amount of sunlight coming in. This reduces energy consumption by ensuring artificial lighting is only used when necessary. The windows themselves are highly efficient as they have insulating properties that keep the building warm in winter and cool in summer. All in all, Limberlost Place faced challenges at every turn, but each obstacle was met with innovative solutions. From moisture control to precision engineering, the construction team demonstrated that building sustainably doesn't mean compromising quality or design. Through it all, Limberlost Place set a new standard for sustainable construction. The building's features are a perfect demonstration of what's possible when design and sustainability go hand in hand. The great thing is that this architectural marvel is already earning international acclaim. Even before its official opening, Limberlost Place has won over 24 prestigious awards. It secured the WFX Award at the World Architectural Festival in 2022, then the Research and Innovation in Architectural Award from the Royal Architectural Institute of Canada, and also the 2024 Loop Design Award in the Eco and Sustainable Concept category. Other than these prominent ones, there's a long list of accolades it has received in the past 6 years. Now, everyone's counting down to the days until Limberlost Place officially opens its doors in 2025. Limberlost Place showcases how innovative design can push boundaries while staying sustainable. But what do you think? Is this the future of architecture, or just a one-off marvel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, show me some love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.